Hello, good evening, everyone. Hi, Verdita. Um, as you know, I've been doing this, or you may not know, since December the 8th. I think is when we were introduced to this patch. And it was just so happened that they came to our church to do a trauma boot camp. And when they came, the lady with them introduced us to Lifeway. Everybody got patched that day. I mean, there was all kind of things going on that was amazing to us. People walking that was on canes, and but my testimony is I've had sciatic nerve damage since when my daughter's 47 years old, my baby girl, and my back has been, it would get inflamed and I couldn't bend over, I couldn't twist, I couldn't move, I could not walk sometimes. I always have a heating pad on my back, and I would take ibuprofen for my back. But it just had me miserable, and you learn to live with this pain. So when they patched me that day, and which they used the ice way, but then I started using the X39 to continue the relief. And after a few minutes, all that pain that was in my back, I mean, my legs, everything would just ache and hurt. It was miserable. And she put that patch on me. And within 5 minutes, I was doing calisthenics. I could bend, I could move, I could twist, I could get back to doing exercise and things that I hadn't done in over 47 years, because Mika's 47 now. And when you first put it on, you're like, is this my mind or is this really happening to my body? So I got so excited. I came home, I told my husband about it, and he didn't believe any of it. My daughter had purchased the patches because they ran out. And so I put an X39 on his back. And when I tell you my husband was in a debilitating state, he had a neuropathy where he had missed church. He loved church. And he had missed church from May until October. He was not able to go. When I put that patch on him, and he was sitting down in the den, he even had bone spurs. He was on a cane and he just shuffled along. He couldn't really walk. And I said, okay, just let it sit on your back and I'm on your neck and I'm gonna check on you in a few minutes. Well, in a few minutes, I called down to him and I said, Babe, how's it doing? And then he didn't answer. I said, Babe, he still didn't answer. So I went to look and my husband was gone. I looked out the window, his truck was gone. So he came back in about 20 minutes. I said, well, what happened to you? Where did you go? He said, I drove back, got in the truck, drove back to the pond and got out. I just had to thank God. He said, I was just praising God at this patch. I cannot believe it. And he left his cane here. And he has not picked that cane up. That was in January. He even changed his name. He said, my name will be Jimmy Patch Millsap. But I just want to tell you the power of that patch. He went to the doctor. He's a diabetic. His A1C went from 8 down to 6.3. The doctor couldn't believe it because he's been going to her for 17 years and it's never been under 7. That's the lowest it would get, but it always go back up. But as you know, you every day you get a testimony. Every day there's something else happening to your body. If you could see this little bottle here, this bottle right here, it was like my nitroglycerin that I put under my tongue. It's Highland leg cramps. I had severe leg cramps back in, 96. I want to say 90 through 96. I would have cramps so bad that if we were driving on a trip that was 3 or 4 hours away, I would have to get out of the car because of the pain. If I kept my legs still just for an hour or so, I had to continue, had restless leg syndrome. At night in the bed, if I happened to bend my knees and curl up, I would come out of the bed just in pain. And sometimes I would have such excruciating pain that my husband couldn't. He said, what can I do? Can I help you? I said, no, you can't touch me. And it was peripheral artery disease. So now in 20, I think it was 2018, I went to the doctor, start going to a vein doctor, and they went in and started removing and tying off veins. And a lot of you women probably have experienced that. But even with that being done, that last 2 years, I had to go back again. And I'm telling you, I had to stop wearing heels. I had to stop doing caffeine. And it was so much that I had to stop doing that would bring on the pain. And my legs, you could look at them and they would have indents in it. It would be indented from where my muscles were cramping so bad. Even at work, I worked in a bank and I sit at a desk. I would have to get up and walk around, go to the restroom in order to stretch my legs and stay in there until those cramps left. And they were just not little, they were deep, infused cramps deep into my legs and my calves, even my foot. And so uh, I noticed in January they were easing up. I got to the point that I would be crossing my legs and sitting at my computer, and I didn't have any pain in my legs. So that went on and went on. So last month I was telling my husband, I said, "Do you know I have not had a cramp in my legs, and I don't even have to take these anymore. I just keep them. It's like a crutch, I guess, but I don't even need those. I can do anything. I'm exercising again. I'm crossing my legs. I sleep well in the bed at night. That pain, I don't have to go back because I was going back every other year to get them to redo the veins if they came loose. And it was it was just so painful. But the patch, just the X39, has taken all those cramps away. So I haven't called. The doctor called, said, "Do I need to see him?" No, I don't. So you're going to notice something every other day or month or so that your body is being restored and healed. So I'm excited about that because that pain was crucial. And I'm excited, Verdita. I can't
Wow.
see
Well,
what's
thank
going to
you.
happen next.
Well,